So ladies and gents, let me walk you through the sign up process. So firstly, you need to go onto NeXarise.com. If you go onto the homepage, it looks like this. Go onto NeXarise.com. Some of the things that we have on NeXarise.com, I'll give you an example. You can change the translation of the text. And again, you can select any language that you want. We have more than, I think, over 90 languages or so that you can translate the text to. Again, this is really suitable for all customers and so on and so forth, which is awesome. And everyone that wants to become an independent business owner. Now, how do you enroll as an IBO? And just to let you know, IBO enrollment starts now. But please let me finish this so I can talk you through the process. Very important. So if you just go onto the country flag on the right-hand side and you change that, you just click it, it will bring you to this page. And you can now choose your region. Now, if you take a look at Europe, these are all the countries that I spoke about that we are launching today. In any of these markets, you can enroll. However, unfortunately, you can't enroll in Africa, Asia, Pacific, and so on. If you click on that, it will just tell you coming soon, okay? But in Europe, you can enroll in all of these markets today. So let me give you an example. So you can see all coming soon. And the dates that I spoke about is when we're going to be launching the rest of these markets. But right now, you can enroll in any of these markets in Europe. So let me give you an example. Let's say I'm an IBO and I want to enroll in Romania, okay? If I now click on Romania, okay, you can see the flag changes to Romania. What you can now do is you click on join, okay? Once you now click on join, you click on join now. And once you click on join now, you can see all the details of what you get, but you can also see the pricing on the bottom as well. So if we can zoom in, admin, you can see in Romania that it's actually 85 euros plus VAT to enroll, right? And you can see that the monthly support fee is 8 euros, and that's how much you would pay. So let me give you an example. I would now click on start today. And it's very important, ladies and gents, that you get this information right. The first thing you want to do is make sure you have the right business ID of the person that referred you. I cannot stress this enough. Please use the right business ID of the person that invited you on this call. And you might have an upline or a leader which is guiding you. So wait until they tell you or they give you the right ID that you can use. So you would enter your ID number, then it's a simple form. You enter your first name. Oh, and by the way, once you enter the right ID, you would see the name of the person populate on the right-hand side. You will see the name of the enroller. So for example, if my ID, let's just say hypothetically, example, was 773201, you would see your enroller as Ahmed Mukhtar. Very important. So you'll see that on the right-hand side. So you can actually see someone that we just put an example, right? So again, if you put the ID, the name will populate. Now, what you now want to do is you now want to enter the first name of yourself, the last name of yourself. So the first name, last name. Now you want to put in information such as your date of birth. Now, please, ladies and gents, when you are inputting your date of birth, please put the day, the month, and the entire year. Do not put 90 for 1990 or 88 for 1988 or 72 for 1972. Please write 1972. You need to write the whole year, otherwise the application will not process, okay? So I'll select the date, and what you now want to do is enter your address information. Now, please remember, so you enter your email, of course, and your address information. When it comes to your address, please use the same address which is registered on your bank card. If your bank card information that you're trying to enter and your address do not match up, then the system will decline that transaction. So you enter your address, ladies and gents, and then now as you scroll down, you would now, the site will now ask you, if we can scroll down. So the site will now ask you to now enter personal information. So we've spoken about address. So the site will now ask you to put your website information, because every single person has their very own website. So your website, you can select it. So you can put test, for example, or your name, of course. So your website, you can see it will generate is nexarise.com / I don't know, Ahmed, or whatever your name is. Very important. So that'll be your website that you can. Now, here's why I recommend choosing the right address. Here's the reason why, the right web address. Because when you give someone that web address, they can now sign up as an IBO and they do not need to enter a business ID. They do not need to enter the business ID. Why? The system will automatically pick up that you are the person that referred. So when they go join now, your ID will automatically be populated. So please choose a website name that you want to use and you want to send out to other people, okay? So once you enter your website address, now you will need to enter a username. If the username is available, our system will accept it. If it doesn't, it won't allow you, okay? Very important. If it's not available, it won't allow you. If it's available, it will. Your username is what you will use to enter your control center. Now, some of you that are new, we call it control center. You might be used to the word back office, right? Very important. But you need to use that username to enter your control center. So can you see on the top, right next to the select language, it has log in. This is where you would log in to your control center. And now, ladies and gents, you scroll down, you confirm the password of your control center, you confirm it again. You can see it if you want by clicking the icon right next to it. And again, if your billing information is the same as your address, you can just simply select the box which says use it's the same billing address. Now you enter your card details, so the name on the card, the card number, the expiry date, the CVV code, and then you scroll down, you see the terms and conditions, everyone. Please take time to take a look at those terms and conditions. And once you've read it, you can tick the box to agree and you can go continue. Once you go continue, it will take you to a summary page. You take a look at the summary page and you can press, confirmed. And as soon as it's confirmed, it will generate for you your business ID number and it will generate a link to your control center login. Now we will send you an email saying, welcome to NeXarise. And we will reconfirm your business ID. We will reconfirm all your details that you put into the system. So please look at that email, make sure all the information is correct, and you can now log in to your control center. So that's how you enroll as an IBO. And it's the same thing for any other market. The system will automatically pick up the price. I'll give you one more example, okay? But I'm not gonna go through the entire form. Let's say I am from France. I would now select France. Now, when I select France, you can see my website now turns to French, the French flag, and then now I will go join. Now, when I click on join, the exact same process, you can see now it picks up the price in France, because remember, we have different compensation plans and different pricing for Eastern Europe and Western Europe. And then the same thing, you go start today and so on. So just to elaborate and emphasize on one point, please make sure when you are selecting your website username, you select a username that you want. Now you can change this in your control center, but it can be a little long-winded. So I would just encourage, just use something that you don't have to change later on down the line. So once you select that, you can share that link with people that are going to become customers or IBOs, and they can use that link and directly, if we scroll up, can you see where it says enroller information? Straight away, once you share your username with that individual, straight away, it will pick up your enroller information. Admin, if we can just scroll up. No, if we scroll all the way up. Yep. So no, all the way up. Yep. Perfect. There we go. So if you share your site details with that individual, you will see that it will say your enroller information will appear straight away and they don't have to enter a business ID. So very important, everyone. And this is how you enroll as a NeXarise IBO. Now, Let's speak about another thing, okay? The second thing I want to speak about is I want to speak about how you get paid at NeXarise. So once you become an IBO, okay, we send you an email. So we send you a welcome email. And on this email, as soon as you sign up as an IBO, you'll get this email. On this email, you have this link, also your password and so on. What you would now do, ladies and gents, is you will make sure that you take note of this password, and now you click this link. Once you click this link, congratulations comes up, you press continue. And once you press continue, you now enter the username and the password you were given on your email. Now you can log in, okay? Once you now log in to your NextPay account, the first thing that will come up is a setup page. On here, you will need to enter, and by the way, just to let you know, if we can pause right here, admin, on this part of the platform, we have 90 languages actually available. So you don't have to do this in English. You can hover over the top where it says English. You can change it to French, Spanish, Italian, Chinese, Japanese, the list goes on. We have many, many languages spoken. So please translate it into your language of preference. But what you would do here is you will enter your information. So your address, details, and so on. Please make sure that this information, it matches with the information you use to sign up. So if you enrolled as a different surname, the system will not allow you to continue. So please make sure you use the same information that you used as to enroll as an IBO. Otherwise, you have a lot of problems if there are differences in this in comparison to your sign-up information. So let's continue playing. You will enter all this information. And as you enter this information, now you can see on the bottom, it will now ask you for identification, okay? Just let this part go. And you can see the information such as name, etc., your date of birth, and so on and so forth. And also the language you would like to choose to also be corresponded with. So you might want to select Spanish language to be communicated with. That's no problem. We can send you emails in Spanish. Or you might choose French. We can send you French and so on. So again, utilize this. You can see email language. So please make sure you select the right language that you want. And from this point onwards, your platform for NextPay is going to be in your respective language. Now enter your document number. So your passport number, very, very important. You can now agree to these terms and conditions. And also now, ladies and gents, what you now have to do is you now have to select. So once you agree to the terms and conditions, very, very important. You can also find out fee schedule as well. So what we do is every single month, we charge in Europe €1 a month for your NextPay account. Is very, very simple. And the funds are just taken from the funds that we pay you. You see, if we could just pause for a minute, traditional network marketing companies, every single time they pay you, they actually charge you quite a large amount, right? They charge you 3, 4 euros, whatever. Us, we charge you €1 every month, no matter how much we're paying you. Even if we're paying you 100,000, only €1 a month just to maintain your NextPay account. And that gets taken from the funds you have. And if you don't have funds in there, then obviously it gets taken from the next time that you have funds. Now, again, you enter your PIN number. Please select a secure PIN number. And it will also ask you to select 3 security questions and answers. So please try to use something that you are going to remember. It's very, very important. And then once you have done this and you've selected your 3 security questions and answers, you will now have the option to continue, okay? So we'll just allow the video to roll on and to catch up. Awesome. So just let it catch up. Perfect. And then now you can see e-wallet setup information. And again, you can see all the information that you've entered. Please make sure that you confirm this. And then now what you would now do, just confirm all this information. And once you are happy with this information, you now press continue. Once you now press continue, ladies and gents, you can now see all the details of your information, okay? So of your e-wallet. And that's everything. Now your e-wallet is set up. Now, ladies and gents, is a crucial part. because NeXarise is now going to pay you. Now, once we pay you, you now have the option to transfer your funds to any bank account of your choosing. So you can say, I want to transfer to my bank account in this country, as long as you are the respective bank account holder. Now, for the first time that you are making a transfer, you would need to upload a copy of your passport so that we can verify that you are the respective bank owner. Now, that's for your security, because if we had to now, if someone logged into your NextPay account and they just were able to press transfer to any bank account that they want, that's a big, big risk for you. So what we do for the first time, let's say I have a bank account in London, let's say. I upload my document and a proof of address for the first time for that bank account, and then the funds are allowed to leave your wallet to your bank account. Now, once you've done it once, you don't have to do it the next month or the next month or the next month. You don't have to do it again. From then, you can just simply select that account and get paid to it. Or you can even set up automatic transfer, which means the money comes to your NextPay account and straight away it'll go directly to your bank account without you having to do anything. Our NextPay platform gives you that option. Ladies and gents, the final thing I will speak about to finish this call is your control center and when you get paid. So example, how do you even log in to your control center? You go onto NeXarise.com, and once you go to NeXarise.com, you go on to login, you enter your username and your password when you first registered, remember? And once you enter that, you are now into your control center. So this control center is an example. They are ETIA 1000, and you can see, I'm gonna just show you a few things. Firstly, you can see we have a banner, and that banner is always just circulating, and it updates with bonuses, promotions for different markets that we have. In fact, you will see on this banner tomorrow that Europe is now available worldwide. Now, there's one thing I want to speak about, which I didn't speak about during the compensation plan. For those of you in Western Europe or France, Italy, and Spain, if you achieve the position of Team Coordinator 3000, Team Coordinator 3000, and you do it the first 60 days. Now, this is available for people that sign up this month. If you sign up this month and you build your team, when we go live with the services in November, you can now acquire customers. If you now become a TC 3000 in your first 60 days, which, think about it, if you build a team today and the service goes live in November, you process those services, your volume updates, and it will update within 24 hours, you now become a TC 3000, you've done it within your first 60 days. You would earn a bonus of 10,000 euros from NeXarise. Plus, you also make 3,000 euros because you're TC 3000. So that's 13,000 euros for doing it in your first 60 days. Now, we understand that not everyone is going to do it within their first 60 days. So you might do it within 90 days. Well, if you do it within 90 days, now you make a bonus of 7,500 euros if you do it within your first 90 days. So you also make 3,000 as well. So that's 7,500 plus 3,000 is what you would earn if you become a TC 3000 in your first 90 days. Now, some people may not do it in 90 days. They might do it in 120 days. Well, guess what? If you do it in your first 120 days, you make a 5,000 euro bonus plus 3,000 euros a month as TC 3000, which makes it a total of 8,000 you would earn if you achieve TC 3000 in 120 days. So this is for the entire European market, other than Eastern Europe. But the entire Western Europe, it's for this market. So TC 3000 in 120 days, 5,000. In 90 days, 7,500. And if you do in 60 days, a whopping 10,000 as a bonus plus 3,000, which makes it 13,000 in total. So that's a bonus available, everyone. Now let's speak about the other functionalities of your control center. So when you take a look, you can see where it says 40%. That shows you how far you are away from the next rank of TC3000. So you can see this individual has the personal business volume. They have, if we just go to the next, if we go to TC3000, yep, next, perfect, there we go. So you can see they've got the right personal business volume. They have a valid status, which means they're an IBO, but you can see that their group business volume, that they must have at least an addition, they need to have 15,000 in total volume. So they need another extra amount of volume so that they can qualify as a TC3000. And this is an example from someone in the UK. And from before November the 1st, you will also see this reflected with the local compensation plan, irrespective of the market that you are in. So you can see the metrics on the right-hand side. It shows you how much total volume you have. It also shows you how many IBOs you have in each leg and so on and so forth. You got all of those metrics right there. If we scroll down, there are other things you can also see as well. When someone signs up in your team, straight away, the very same seconds, they will appear right there where it says new team members. Also on the right-hand side, when someone acquires a customer in your team, they will also appear there as well. And you can see the type of customer that that person in your team has acquired. So you see the person's name and the customer that they've acquired. So it will say, Ahmed Mukhtar acquired Arise Academy. If you are my upline, you'll see that the very same second that I process that customer and the system updates. Now you can see your status, ETR 1000. You have your ID number there as well as a reminder and so on. Now, let's speak about commissions, okay? So this person is at ETR 1000. You can now see that because this person has personal they have a personal volume. They have a personal volume of 6,000. Remember, they're making 20% of 6,000, which is 1,200, okay? Which is 20%. Plus they are an ETR 1000. Their October commissions this month is £2,200 they would make. And you can see a breakdown of this. So you can actually see that 1,000 comes from their income. And you can also see that their personal residual income, which is 20%, comes from that as well. And you can see that the total income that they've earned is 2,200. What you can also do is you can scroll back to the commission period that you are in. So you can see in September, this is what that individual has earned. And it also shows you the months before that as well. So you can select that, play around with it, and so on and so forth. Okay, so that's an example. Now, when are commissions paid? Very, very important. We pay commissions. So there's two components here. The CQ bonus. Let's say I come into NeXarise, I'm based in Western Europe. I now become his customer qualified IBO, and I do it within my first 30 days. How much do I make? 50 euros. That 50 euro bonus is paid right after your 14 days. Why? You have 14 days as a cancellation term that you can cancel your NeXarise business if you chose to. So straight after the 14 days, that following Wednesday is when the 50 euro bonus is paid. Now the residuals, the monthly residuals, are paid on the 17th of every month. So let me explain. We are in the month of November, let's say. We've launched the services and now everything's in full swing. In November, from November the 1st to November the 30th, the position you end the month with, let's say I end the month with TC 5000. I end the month with TC 5000. I have enough volume for TC 5000. Now, if any customers within that same month, if they cancel within their first 14 days, of course that volume will no longer count. I think that just makes common sense. But let's say I finish with TC 5000. I would now, on the 17th of the following month, so let's say November, I finish as a TC 5000. Now I am locked in as a TC 5000. On the 17th of the following month, which is 17th of December, I would now get paid the 5,000 income that I've accumulated. Now, it's as simple as this. So the first month for new people, you might have to wait 45 days, but that's okay. You make your CQ bonus after 14 days. The position you finish at the end of the month is what you'll get paid on the 17th. But remember, from December the 17th, January the 17th, you got your income. And then February the 17th. And so the 17th of every single month is when your income is paid. So it's an incredible concept. So wherever rank you finish at the end of that month is what the system will lock you in as. And also remember, let's say I finish with 5,000 volume. I will still carry that 5,000 volume to the next month or the 10,000 volume. Your volume doesn't disappear like other MLMs where it disappears and you have to acquire a fresh set of customers, etc. You don't have to worry about that in NeXarise because volume, as long as the customers don't cancel, they remain on the system. The other thing I also want to show you is if you click on commissions on the top, where that commissions tab is, you can actually see volumes. So you can click on volumes, for example, and when you click on volumes, it will actually show you every single month, every rank you was, the group volume you've had, and how much volume you had per leg. Even though we show you on the front page, if you wanted to look at the detail, you can also look at. So you can take a look at to see, well, what volume did I have at the end of the month? Now you would already know because it's on the front page. However, if you wanted to look at the detail breakdown, you can. How much volume did I have in leg 1, leg 2, leg 3, and so on. And you can do this for every single month. So that's a bit about volume, commissions, how it's paid, and so on and so forth. Ladies and gents, also on the top, we have something, you can look at your organization. So if you click on organization, now on here, you can see various things. You can take a look at personally enrolled IBOs, the IBOs that you enroll. You can take a look at other things such as your downline customers. You could take a look at that. You could take a look at your personal customers, upcoming rank advancements. So you'll be able to see in your team how many people in the ranks they are in and what their next rank that they are about to achieve. So you can now filter and go, I want to see everyone that's next to ETT 100 or ETT 250 or ETL 500 or TC or RD or RVP, whatever. It will show you exactly the amount of percentage they have left. So guess what? You can call that individual and say, hey, listen, dude, I've just seen on the system that you are almost TC 5,000. What can I do to help you? Let's wrap arms and let's do this thing together. You can find that on upcoming rank advancement bonuses. And ladies and gents, it goes on. You can find out your downline ranks, your downline orders, auto orders, also your downline legs as well. So if you wanted to take a look at every single leg, how much volume they have, you can find it in downline leg. You see the leg they're in, their ID number, their first name, last name, and so on. And last but not least, and also you can modify filter as well. So let's say you wanted to look at a specific ID number. You click on that icon on the top and you can search by that specific ID number or that specific name or the specific last name, etc., etc. So you can again filter by what you're looking for. Last but not least, you have your downline reporting. Okay. And also, by the way, that's fine. So we can go on downline reporting. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Just stay on downline report is absolutely fine. So let's say downline report. Let's say you want to look at everyone in your team on your downline report that has more than 5,000 volume. I just click on GBV, right? So I click on GBV and now I can equal to 5,000. That will bring up everyone that has 5,000 volume. I know those people are like the people that are really ranking up and building the distribution. And again, you can call them whatever you want to do, etc., etc. Ladies and gents, the other thing that we also have in a control center is if we go to the top and we click on resources, just the resources tab, please, if we can. On the resource library, we have all resources. We have presentation slides. We have compensation plan document. We have it in different languages. For example, I can download the French presentation. I can download the Spanish presentation, the Italian presentation, and so on. I can look at compensation plan in all these markets and so on. Now, please remember that if you don't see your specific market updated today, you will see it before November the 1st. But however, we've got French presentation slides on there. We have Italian, we have Spanish as well, and so on. And we will continue updating this with the relevance. So you got the compensation plan, in all the markets that we are in, you can see, and you'll be seeing all of the resources updated. But if you look on the left-hand side, you might not want to scroll down and look at everything. So you can just select if you want, I want to look at just the compensation plan, or I want to look at just the presentation, then only the compensation plan will come up. Or you might say, I just want to look at presentation slides. Well, only presentation slides will come up. So again, you have a resource library with all those tools. Now, ladies and gents, you also have subscription as well. Now, what you can actually do from subscription, this will show you your monthly pay, and also when you paid your enrollment fee. You can see right here for your monthly subscription, you can actually edit the card that's on file, and you can say, I want to change my card. You can see all the information right here, and every single month when your next run is and when the next monthly fee is due. You can see all of this from your control center. Okay, so very, very important. You can see the annual renewal fee as well. There is an annual renewal, which is a one-off cost. And again, you can see this on your subscription and so on and so forth. You also have orders as well. And I believe the annual renewal for Western Europe, I believe it's 75 euros. So 75 euros every year just to renew your NeXarise distributorship. So now you have orders as well. So if you want to take a look at your historical orders, so the historical 20 euros that you've been paying, or the 10 euros if you are in Eastern Europe, you can see them all here. You can print out your invoice for tax purposes, and you could take a look at all the information. Everything's on there. So again, browse around, you'll see all of this, the invoicing and so on and so forth. Now, also, ladies and gents, you can now go onto your account and you can edit things. For example, you can upload your picture that you want. So that picture will appear on your website as well. You can upload, you can change your email. And remember when I said you can update your website, for example, you can update your website right here. And let's say you might want to change it to something that someone can use and so on and so on. You can update your language, your contact information, and so on and so forth. So if we go all the way down, what you can also do, which is pretty cool, just scroll down, you can add your social media details. So what that means is your social media details will now appear on your website as well. So let me give you an example. I mean, I'm not going to do it now, but if I go into the shop, so if I go into shop and I click on my website, this will now take me to my website. So now you would now see, right? You would now see your shop. Once you are enrolled as an IBO, you will actually see your name come up on the front as well, your ID number come up at the top, and you will also see your social media information once you give it to a customer, or even when they want to log in and let's say they want to join, your business ID will be generated and populated, like I said at the beginning. So ladies and gents, this is everything about the website. This is everything about how we get paid in NeXarise. And this is everything about the compensation plan. Here's the final thing that I want to leave you with. You see, right now, in the moment that we are in and the timing we are going through, I promise you when I say this is going to be an historical moment in our company. And I've seen over and over and over again times where companies or a concept begins. And when the concept begins, it's brand new, it's fresh, and it starts out as something completely new. And as that concept and the idea grows, let me give you an example. Let's take a look at cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, for example. Imagine in 2009 what Bitcoin was worth, but look at where it is today. There's a lot of people that missed that growth. There's a lot of people that missed out on that shift because why? They were maybe skeptical. They had doubts. They were apprehensive. For whatever reason it was, they missed out on that opportunity. Now you can see NeXarise, brand new opportunity, brand new concept, brand new idea. Imagine where we could be 5 years from now, 10 years from now, as we roll out 166 countries. We've done millions in revenue. We've paid out millions in commissions. And that's only from really markets that we really were operating in, which is the UK and Scandinavia. Imagine now with the rollout of the entire European region, Eastern Europe, Western Europe, where this company is going to be 5 years, 10 years, 20 years from now. when we roll out Africa, when we roll out Central and South America, when we roll out New Zealand, Australia, Canada, Asia, and the United States of America. I'm telling you, and I'm saying this with everything I believe in, we will be one day the #1 network marketing company in the world. And I say that with everything in me. In fact, as I'm speaking to you, I'm getting goosebumps. And this is where this company is going. And you have a part, you have a chance to be a part of it. We grow. You've seen our comp plan volumes. You've seen that we grow if you grow. If you don't grow, we don't grow. It's as simple as that. And imagine now NeXarise being able to impact families, villages, nations, countries, regions, and continents all around the world. Ladies and gents, in conclusion, our mission statement in this company is not that the company gets rich. No, our mission statement is to provide a global opportunity for individuals to enjoy the benefits of residual income. It doesn't matter about your background. It doesn't matter about your race, your religion, your gender, your disabilities, or anything that makes us different. None of those things matter in this company. All that matters is what you want to do from this day onwards. And I'm telling you, we are going to do some big things in network marketing. What makes us different to any other company out there? We know what it feels like to be IBOs. We are IBOs first, and then we are the co-founders second. That will always be in me. You know, as you say, you can take the IBO out of me, right? You can take me out as an IBO, but you cannot take the IBO out of me. This is how we think. This is how we make decisions. And before we do anything, we ask ourselves 3 questions. Is it good for the IBO? Then, is it good for the customer? And then, is it good for the company? If all those 3 align, we make that decision. If it does not align, we don't go ahead. If it's good just for the company, but not for the IBO, we don't do it. But if it's good for all 3, we do it. That's how we make our decisions. And you have the chance to lock arms with us, to change your life and make this company the #1 network marketing company in the world. So ladies and gents, with that being said, I want to say thank you. Thank you for taking a look at NeXarise. Even if you don't get involved with us, we appreciate it, the time that you spent with us. And I also want to say thank you for giving us your time and spending the last 2 hours and a half with us. But I promise you, everything that we've said tonight, we will live by it, we will stand by it, and on your end, it will be absolutely worth it. So get ready for the ride, for the ride of your lives, everyone. And it's time to rise with NeXarise. Have a good evening, everyone. God bless you all, and we'll see you very soon. Take care for now.